What happens when your financial life feels like it's falling apart, but you're a homeowner? Maybe you're behind on your bills. Maybe you've lost income. Maybe credit cards are piling up. Maybe you're starting to fall behind on your mortgage, or you're afraid that's coming next. The first thing I want you to know is this: don't wait until you receive a foreclosure notice to find out what options you have. I'm Faith Allman, real estate broker, owner of Real Estate with Faith. I've been in real estate for nearly 20 years. One of the biggest mistakes I see homeowners make when they're struggling financially is waiting. Sometimes it's embarrassment, sometimes it's fear, and sometimes they simply don't know who to call or where to start. But if you own a home, you may have something extremely important working in your favor: equity. Equity is essentially the difference between what your home may be worth and what you owe against it. For example, if your home could sell for 500,000 and you owe 300,000, that may be a significant equity in the property. That doesn't automatically mean selling is the answer. It means you need to understand what you have before you make the next decision. Depending on your situation, there may be several avenues worth exploring. You may need to speak with your mortgage service provider about available assistance or loss mitigation options. You may need to talk with a HUD-approved housing counselor. You may need advice from a CPA, attorney, bankruptcy professional, or financial advisor. And sometimes, after looking at everything, selling the property may be the option that allows you to protect the equity you spent years building and create a financial reset. But here's what's important: the earlier you start asking questions, the more options you may have. If you're 3 months behind, 6 months behind, facing a notice of default, dealing with things, or simply looking at your finances and thinking, I can't keep doing this, don't assume it's too late. Don't assume you have to sell at all. Start by getting the facts. How much is your home realistically worth? How much do you owe? Are there liens against the property? What would it actually cost to sell? How much equity could potentially remain? And what alternatives should you explore before making that decision? That's a conversation I'm willing to have with homeowners without judgment, without pressure to list their home. Simply, my advice may be, let's explore keeping the house. Other times, we may determine that selling before the situation gets worse could protect more of your equity and give you a greater control over what's happening next. My job isn't to make the decision for you. My job is to help you understand the real estate side of your situation so you can make an informed decision before circumstances begin to make those decisions for you. So if your financial life feels a mess right now, but you own a home, don't ignore the property. Your home may represent more than the mortgage payment. It may represent options. I'm Faith Allman, real estate broker, owner of Real Estate with Faith. If you're a homeowner in Sacramento area and you need a confidential conversation about your property and what options may be available, reach out to me. No judgment, no assumptions. Let's start with the numbers and figure out what makes sense from there. Remember, every day above earth is a great day. Have a great one. Until then.